Hello, I'm Lesley Logan, and today we're doing side bend on the mat plus some modifications if you're not ready for your side bend. If you're watching this video from the deck of cards from OPC, thank you so much. I'm loving these cards and I'm so glad you're using them. If you didn't know, we do have a set of flashcards which have all the mat exercises on it, transitions, you can take them everywhere. You can use them like a tarot deck, super fun, right? So the side bend, I'm not gonna lie, seriously, one of my least favorites. And if you come to my OPC classes, you've been following me for a long time, you know, if you don't like something, you have to do it twice. So I've been trying to find love for it for a really long time, and it's gotten better, but I've done, I don't know, 3 or 4 shoots on mat exercises, and only one time did I shoot the side bend. So I would literally forget that it existed. So it's really good, and I do make sure to add it in to my classes all the time to make myself do it too. So side bend. What you want to do is, the setup is so key. Okay, so let's talk about the ideal version of it, and then we can talk about some modifications for you. So ideally, your feet are stacked, and your hand is arm straight, hand in line with your feet. This is going to help you actually get up into a straight line. So really make sure that you don't just place your hand anywhere, that your hand is in line with your feet. Your knees and your hips should be equally on either side of this line that your feet and hand create. That's going to help you come up into a straight line as well. So what we'll do is, I like to have my feet staggered. That's just how I work, because that's where I'm at in my practice right now. So top foot would be in front of the bottom foot when you do that. Top arm, palm up. Shoulder, see how I'm like hanging out like we're at the beach? Don't do that. So find your shoulder on your back, big lock-in position here, and then you literally stand on your feet and your arms, use your legs more than you think, come up into a side bend, and then bend your knees and pull yourself down. I treat the lowering as important as the lift. So remember, in your double leg stretch on the mat, you can check that out. If you've got your deck of cards, pull that card out, check it out. When you're pulling back into your start position, that is work. You're not just like folding, right? So we come up, squeeze, use your feet to lift your hips higher, not your arm, pull back in. 2, make sure that you're using your arm back connection correctly. This bicep should be turning to face and like in line with your middle finger. So as I come up, I'm literally turning my bicep that way. It keeps my shoulder on my back. So you do 3, then you can do the advanced lower with straight legs and lift. Lower and lift. Your eyes follow your arm and up. And then you pull yourself down. You get to do the other side. So let's talk about a modification while we're on the other side. You can do this on your forearm. It's slightly different, obviously, but if you've got wrist stuff going on, I highly recommend it. If it's a strength thing, then I want you to actually hold a side plank rather than coming up and down, or get into a plank and then turn to your side and then turn to your side. Just get yourself used to standing on your hand and your feet. That would be really good. Another thing to get this more in your hip, because I think a lot of people make their elbow and shoulder hold them up when it's all about the hips. So this is a really fun exercise I take from when I used to work with a personal trainer, and I love it. So it really helps for those people who have knee stuff, and side bend kind of gets into their knees, because you know, you could do that here, just to be, if you're like a hypermobile body, you've got knee stuff, you could like hang out in your knee and not go away. So this is also an awesome option for them. I'm on my forearm, my legs are bent, and then you think like a side shoulder bridge, and you lift your arm and your leg on the top up like a star, and your hip comes forward, and you do like a shoulder bridge action in your hips, and you come back down, up and down. What I love about this is it does make you stay connected to your shoulder back connection here to prep you for a side bend, but you are doing this all from your bottom hip, and it works your top hip too. So when you do the other side, it's pretty killer because you're getting both, right? So that's your side bend. Know that it prepares you for what's coming next, which is a boomerang. You need arm back connection for boomerang. You need a lot of hip strength for boomerang too. So I really do want you to feel that. You're squeezing your legs together, which is gonna make that boomerang action happen really well. And remember, Side body strength is so important. We don't want to skip it. There are 5 spine shapes in Pilates. Side bend is one of them. So it's one you want to get into your practice as soon as you can, and then know that it's a practice, not a perfect. So if you need help with being accountable to not trying to perfect your side bend, but instead connect to your side bend, join us on onlinepilatesclasses.com, where we do life better.